Hey guys, welcome to another 6 Clutch video. Today we're joined by Mark. You'll probably see Mark around a fair bit. He's our main
video editor.
Yeah, he does everything behind the scenes.
Try to anyway.
Yeah, no, he does a good job. I think with what we have, we do a great job. And today we're in his Holden Commodore Storm Ute VZ
Blue. Oh, Impulse Blue, I think.
Impulse Blue. Yeah. So people in the States and in the UK where you guys don't really see these sort of utility vehicles, this is Australia's bread and butter. This is literally until now, with the Australian market sort of going out of demand, until now it was basically a lot of vehicles were sold with this. I'd say at least like 30% of new vehicles, 40% of new vehicles were probably utes.
Yeah,
because a lot of people that was just a ute that just drove past. Like
a lot of smaller utes compared to the Chevs and F250s in the States.
That's right. So it's crazy how much of these were sold and how much fun they are to drive as well. Like they are a bucket of fun. So enjoy.
And off we go.
It makes a great noise too. Like for a 6-cylinder, it genuinely sounds not bad. Not bad. Yeah.
2.5-inch exhaust cap back.
Yeah. So yeah, the only performance modification Mark has really done is just the exhaust, isn't it?
Yeah. And just air intake.
Yeah, air
it's
intake.
A K&N. There's nothing too insane. It's only a 6. But it goes alright for what it is. Anyway.
Yeah, you know, like for every day-to-day use, there's more than enough performance for one of these things. So this is a Holden, right? So in Holden in America it was known as a Chevy, whatever this would be.
I think it was. Oh, they did Chev Utes over there. I think, did they?
Yeah, I think they're the old El Camino or something.
Yeah,
that was one. That was one they did, I know. But this was predominantly for the Australian market that it was made for. And Aussies love them. Like literally, it is. You could hop in this car, throw everything that you want in the back, and then go for a drive anywhere. You get good fuel economy, you get good performance, and this is literally the epitome of high schoolers wanting to buy.
Yeah. When I was like 17 and I got my P's, it's pretty much
this is the car.
Everyone wanted these cars.
Everyone wanted.
And a lot of people did anyway.
Yeah.
A lot of people want Utes.
Yeah.
Like 80% Holden Ute.
Yeah.
Ford Ute.
Yeah. And that's another one. We'll have another video with the Ford Ute for you as well to just show you what they're like. But we had access to this today thanks to Mark. And you've had this for ages, haven't you now, Mark?
Yeah, about 8 years.
8 years.
Yeah, 8 years.
And it's been pretty reliable.
Yeah, radiator's bloody got a hole in it. The radiator's been changed. What else is it? Oh no, I've done the clutch.
Yeah.
Clutch was like worn out after like 2 years from me owning it. But all those were fixed like ourselves sort of things. So.
Yeah. And that's the thing with these cars. The Australian market, being made for here, parts are so readily available and they're pretty well priced as well. They're not too expensive. And you can work on these cars with ease.
Yeah.
These things sort of how much did it make this power wise? Like
175 from factory.
Yeah. So 175 kilowatts. So
not
roughly,
bad if you're a young guy. It's all right.
Yeah. And you
just getting your license.
You can definitely get in trouble with 175 kilowatt in this. The rear end has got no weight on it at all.
Yeah.
And so this thing goes sideways like you wouldn't believe. And it's ridiculous the amount of...
The older models of these are probably worse.
Yeah.
Like in the wet if you're not paying attention.
A lot of kids have wrapped themselves around a few poles here or there, trying to do...
In the country roads of Australia.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm just going to do a line locker down the street, love. Bang! That's literally what it's like.
Yeah. Showing off to your mates or whatever.
Yeah. And because one of our mates actually lined this up into a pole as well.
One of our bloody brand new ute. It's like a month old and he writes it off on a bloody on a tree. Yeah.
One of our mates had a newer model than this, and within the month, it didn't even last. Like, tree, see you later. But
that was after watching Fast and Furious as well, the movies.
yes, that was part of that. But yeah, these are absolutely great, and they're fun to drive. So Mark's car has done 236,000 kilometers, which is, or if not a little bit more, and it still feels solid as a rock. Like I'm in here. The only thing that gives a bit of a telltale sign to the age of the car is just the steering wheel. There's a bit of leather wearing on it, but other than that, there is literally nothing on it. The steering, it's a bit willowy, isn't it? It's a bit. Okay, it doesn't have a lot of feedback, but
it's a bit bloody cushiony.
Yeah, it's a bit vague, but it does the job. You know, it's relatively direct. It's not, you know, where you do point, it does go. It doesn't have the most amount of feedback, I will say, but you know, for a car of this age and its type, it does a great job. The one thing I will say, it revs. Like, this car actually genuinely likes to rev a little bit. You know, it revs to about 6,500 RPM and makes a good noise doing it. And it's pretty nice and smooth with the way this
it's good gearbox.
Yeah,
it's smooth. Like, that's one thing I'll give it.
Yeah,
it's easy to change the gears.
And how about suspension? Because you've done a couple of things to there as well. I mean,
yeah, it's been lowered.
Yeah, so it's got King Springs all over.
Yeah, all around. Just the first stage or whatever.
Yeah,
I don't know how.
Yeah, stage one sort of thing. But it's good. Like, surprisingly, it's still, being a low car, it still rides so well. You don't really bottom out on this, do you?
No, I had another ute similar to this, which actually got stolen before this car, and it was a bit lower, and that did have problems on driveways.
Yeah, I think the way Mark sort of set it up, it's actually really good because it's low, and it's actually pretty low. There's no minimal arch gap, isn't there? Because the tyres fill the gaps out really well. Yeah. And the wheels and tyres on this, they're the standard Holden Storm wheels that come with the car, but they're a pretty solid little look. Yeah, aren't they?
It's good size. Like 17 inches tyres, aren't that much.
Yeah, you get a good, like, it's not bumpy. It's pretty comfortable, and and that's what these cars were made for. Like, literally cruising Australia. Like, these were pretty comfortable and reliable. Like, probably one of the most reliable cars made. So Mark was lucky. He got the upgraded 3.6 litre motor, which was upgraded from the
model before.
Yeah, the 3.8 Ecotec.
Ecotec. Yeah,
that was a bomb. I'm sorry if you have one, but they did well. Yeah,
but then going from to the VE.
Yeah,
that was like a $1 billion.
Yeah.
Research.
That was a huge step up again, and we'll have one of those cars as well for you as well. But this, like, for this age, like, this car is what, 12 years old now?
Yeah, 2004.
Yeah, and we're cruising at 90 kilometers an hour, and like, there's no rattles, there's no shakes. It's really, really solid, and this is why it's a foundation for a lot of people that buy one of these. Reliable, powerful, and they're a unit. Literally, practical. Yeah, practical. Like, so practical, and teenage boys love them. So, Mark, why do you still have one?
Because I got a work car. I drive this here and there. Yeah, it's good to just go up and down the coast.
Yeah. And like, a lot of Australian people like to surf and whatnot. So surfies, a lot of surfboards in the back and all the rest. So this thing was it was a good all-round car made. So just driving this through the bends, it's so flat. Like, it actually corners relatively flat and makes a great noise. And the brakes as well, they're still the stock brakes, aren't they?
Yeah, I don't know, I haven't upgraded them.
Yeah, they're just, I think after a while they would get a little bit hot, and you probably, if you wanted to track it or something like that. And some people do. Some people genuinely do track these cars because they're a bit sideways happy and whatnot. But this thing, like, it still grips so well.
Yeah, it goes alright. In the corner, like, you got fresh tires, like new tires on it.
Yeah, and yours has got a bit of tread on them, haven't they?
Yeah, it goes alright through.
Yeah. The only thing with these is they have an open differential in the rear. So, being an open diff,
I think it's limited slip.
In this, is it?
Yeah, it is. your homework, man.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't do my homework. I thought these were open diffs, but
I think that's the problems with the older mod, like the Ecotec models.
yeah,
They had
yeah.
the open diff, and that's why they'd always have to crash.
yeah. But like that's a tight little bed there, and that just hooked up pretty well.
Yeah, good for what it is.
Yeah, good for genuinely good for what it is. You can have fun as a young kid and still get yourself into a little bit of trouble without.
Yeah, it's probably.
You know,
Once you get a bit like older, like my age, you probably get the V8.
Yeah. And I think that's what you'll probably step up to next, wouldn't you?
Yeah, maybe.
A new HSV. So this is a Holden, and the HSV was the performance variant of these, like AMG to sort of
Mercedes.
to Mercedes. Yeah. So they're very famous in Australia. HSV. In the States, it'd still be a Chev, or in the UK, I think they're known as Vauxhall VXRs. But here, there's HSVs, renowned for.
Holden special
vehicles. But yeah, this is absolutely brilliant. It handles relatively well with a set of good springs, and its performance for every day-to-day use is pretty good. What's the fuel economy like, Mark?
You can check right here.
Yeah.
It's, what is it, 12.5 or something?
Yeah, 12.5 litres
so
per
pretty
100k.
shit.
Pretty bad. I will say it's probably not the best for fuel economy, but it's not.
Like maybe back then, it was
Yeah.
probably the V8 model of this is probably like 14.
14, 15.
But then, like
That's
these days, you can get a V8 which is like better than this.
Yeah, because they've got the cylinder shutdown activation and all the sort of rest. So, yeah. But no, these are absolutely brilliant. We'll put some performance specs up for you as well. But yeah, thank you, Mark,
No worries.
for letting me enjoy your beautiful little SV6.
I hope you had fun.
I did. It's not bad.
I sure did.